I know you may have a list, or you can go on and on, but this is not, these exercises are not just for today. Even if you don't finish, is no problem, go home and contemplate on them. And the second part of the exercise is,
what steps have you taken until now to address the challenges? Has it worked or not? And if it hasn't worked, have you reflected upon what could be the reason? Who are you holding responsible for it not working?
This is a very important introspective question to ask. Where am I pointing finger? Because as long as, relationships are not working and you're pointing finger there, you're forgetting that you're pointing 3 other fingers at yourself. So everything is, the onus is on us. When we are distracted by these relationships while chanting, it is not the other person. The other person is just an instrument to bring what is blocking our relationship with Krishna in the forefront. When we can see with that lens, then immediately the attention goes away from the other person. I'm not saying that whatever the other person must have done, I'm not saying, I condone it, but what I'm saying is, that's outside of us. We cannot change and fix it. It's not in our control. But what is in control is how I let that situation or that person impact me. So this exercise is to do that. And of course, I'm just giving you this it's a homework. It's not classwork, it's homework. So we are going to now, we have identified this is just a sample of, how we take the distractions during our chanting and how we can take shelter of the writings or bhajans of our acharyas and, chant. So the next song, Shruti Priya, is actually going to be, it's a Bhaktivinoda Thakur bhajan. She's going to do only the English translation, but there's a refrain. So you just have to pay attention to what she's reading. It's going to be on the screen too. But as soon as she's done with her recitation, we are briefly going to chant in that mood. And we are begging Bhaktivinoda Thakur that expressing a gratitude to him, that thank you for articulating my struggles so beautifully. So I don't even have to frame my thoughts. I don't even have to frame my sentences. I just need to, take your words and try to make it mine. So my dear Thakur, please give me the access of that feeling of the genuine feeling that you're expressing in this bhajan, because when I express my regret, I'm not even sincere. So give me access to that sincerity. Give me access to, this genuine understanding of how wretched I am and how helpless I am, so I can actually then take shelter of your holy name. So that's what is being expressed here by Bhaktivinoda Thakur, our condition, our material conditioning. So that's the mood, and then as soon as she's done, we'll slowly transition into Japa and then again transition out of doing Japa. Okay? So please don't be distracted and just be focused.
Kripa Vaishnava Thakur
Pakuro Vaishnava
Kripa Gora Vaishnava Thakur Vaishnava Vaishnava Thakur, please give me your mercy, knowledge of my relationship with Bhagavan, and the ability to do bhajan, sending my false ego far away. Vaishnava Thakur Vaishnava If I think I am a Vaishnava, then I will never become humble. My heart will become contaminated with the hope of receiving honor from others, and I will surely go to hell. Vaishnava Thakur Vaishnava Thakur Give me the mercy that I can renounce the false conception of my being Guru and can be your servant. Let me accept without duplicity your remnants and the water that bathes your feet. Vaishnava Thakur By thinking that I am superior, Guru, and giving my remnants to others, I will bring about my destruction. Let me always identify as your disciple and not accept any worship or praise from others. Vaishnava Thakur. In this way, I can renounce the desire for honor for myself and can offer respect to others. Weeping sincerely at your lotus feet and rolling on the ground, I pray that you will give me the ability to chant Nam purely. Vaishnava Thakur. Kripa karo Vaishnava Thakur. Vaishnava Thakur. Everyone together. Kripa karo Vaishnava Thakur. Vaishnava Thakur. One more time. Kripa karo Vaishnava Thakur. Vaishnava
Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama. your attention to the beads in your hand and the mantra. Like how Bhaktivinoda Thakur mentioned in his poem, the holy name, that his heart is like a desert, and it's hot with the rays of the sun, so we're feeling the burning sensation because of our attachments. So we can now slowly stop chanting, because we have to move. I wish we can continue, but we have to keep to the schedule. So the cure for that knotted heart is gratitude. In the beginning, when we started our relationship with the holy name was just a mantra. It was just some words, some letters, but we couldn't see the holy name as a person. But it's easy to relate, and slowly then, we developed a relationship with the holy name. But many times, holy name feels very abstract. It's like a mantra there, it doesn't feel like a person. So we can enter into our relationship with the holy name, and to see name as a person. It's easier to do it through a devotee who has that realization that the holy name is actually Krishna himself. So this is our second part of the presentation. We'll move a little quickly, so if you can quickly make a mental note of all the gifts we have received from Srila Prabhupada. There are some examples here. He gave access to the holy name and the Bhaktivedanta purports. He created worldwide communities to facilitate our bhakti life, established temples, he showed us how to dovetail our propensities in service to Krishna. What I'm trying to say is that he's made all arrangements so we can chant. All the arrangements that is made is for that one thing, to have that relationship with Krishna. We say it's a worldwide movement, but imagine just for that one thing what all he has created, and how grateful we should be. How fortunate we are that, we have access to that and we are part of that community. So the second exercise is, how is the spiritual master helping us in understanding and honoring these gifts we have received? And I've already covered in the earlier presentation how Maharaj has taken that mood of Srila Prabhupada and is creating in different pockets of North America, different communities. And he's facilitating that what Prabhupada has given, he's just fanning that and passing it on, because he feels so much of gratitude that, if Prabhupada had not come to that college in Buffalo, and if Maharaj accidentally happened to, it's not that he planned that, the sadhu is coming, I'll go. He happened to be passing by and he said, there's a crowd here, let me go and see what's happening. And he said, when he went through the door, his life changed. So he has this gratitude, and he goes to different universities, even today in his whole busy schedule, so he can inspire young people like himself, not that many years ago, And then, okay, you got college students, now next what? So once they graduate, like Prabhupada, he's created communities. Okay, now these guys are now got job, they are in communities. Oh, now they are getting married. Oh, then what? Schools, inspiring them to have homeschool them, or Sunday school. So much, we have received so much for this one thing, so that in the morning when we get up, we can chant. So when our senses, eventually we learn how to engage our senses in Krishna, they're no longer distractions, because we are serving Krishna, the all-loving, all-compassionate, all-attractive Krishna. I'm just moving forward, but you can, do these exercises at home and make it your meditation. How I see, it can be I'm saying spiritual master, I'm mentioning Maharaj, but for some, the Diksha Guru gives the name and, all that, but they have Shiksha Gurus who play that role, equally important. So anyone who is that individual in your life or individuals in your life, please, it's not just the Diksha Guru I'm talking about. And if you see, here is a garland, a flower, but somebody stringing it, you see a needle. Do you all see a needle? And then you see the hole of the needle, and there's a string that's going through the needle, right? So what's holding us all together, that string is, for me, when I see this picture, it's representing Prabhupada. And I feel that Maharaj is that spiritual, or guru or a teacher is that person who is stringing the he's the needle who is penetrating through that flower, because that hole is representing his heart, because in his heart, Prabhupada is, he has empowered the devotee, and he's passing that on, and the flowers are different flowers. They don't look the same, they're different colors, they're different sizes, it doesn't matter, but he brings Prabhupada that's been represented here by the string, and those flowers are us, and the teacher is bringing them together. So it's a good meditation, for me at least, when I'm chanting, the garland, and then the beautiful garland, it's all of us that Prabhupada and the parampara and our teachers are offering to Krishna. So in the next bhajan, it's actually a Narottam Das Thakur Shatarupa. Can you be with? It's a Narottam Das Thakur bhajan. Similar mood, but slightly different. You ready?
We were just trying to figure out which translation. This is slightly different.
It's okay. Read. This is slightly different. Oh,
That's okay. We can go.
are you sure? Oh, I didn't catch that. I'm so sorry.
We just talked about it before.
Okay.
Since I have no attachment for my spiritual master and the Vaishnavas, and I am very sinful.
Neha, 1 minute. Can you all hear Neha? Okay. Start again.
Since I have no attachment for my spiritual master and the Vaishnavas, and I am very sinful, how will I be able to serve you? My mind is absorbed. In countless illusory activities, and it has no tinge of affection for the Vaishnavas. The witch Maya has returned with a rope to my neck. I have become blinded by material sense enjoyment. Without the mercy of the devotees, no one can conquer and give up Maya. O Vaishnava, the deliverer of the fallen, and who does not find fault with others, please protect me this one time, says Narottam Das.
So Sri Rupa and Shatarupa Mataji will be singing. So Sri Rupa will sing one line, Shatarupa will sing one line, and then when they both sing together, we all can, right? We can sing together, okay? Huh? Yeah. Oh, because time? Okay, so we had two plans because we are a little behind schedule, so they will only sing, okay? Only Shatarupa and Sri Rupa will sing, we'll just And whenever you want us to join, you just invite us. Do you have the mic, Sri Rupa? Together the first verse. We are really fortunate that we have such Vaishnava acharyas in our lives. This is the last section of our presentation. It's called Srila Prabhupada's Final Instruction. And I especially chose this I have been there and I have done it and I have deep regret, is that very often we get, disillusioned by immediate circumstances. And we allow those circumstances to take over our whole existence. And we forget, and this whole past an hour and a half is to remind ourselves like how fortunate we are that we have received so much. And even if life is difficult and it's our own making, stop criticizing. Stop criticizing, because each devotee in her or in his own way is trying to serve Krishna, and their heart is getting purified. And this is a lesson Maharaj taught me, because when I was a young devotee, I was having some relationship issues and I would constantly go back to him with the same thing. And one day he bluntly told me, and it was like a sutra-like instruction, he told me, Hemangi, if you can't learn to serve with devotees together, you can't serve together with devotees here, how are you going to, how can you think of entering the spiritual world? Because spiritual world is all about serving together. See this as a place to practice how to serve together. It was many years of learning and understanding what he meant, and it was a gradual thing for me, but today I appreciate, because a hard-hearted, highly critical person, I'm today able to appreciate. And interestingly, we live in a city where we have no association, no temple, it's just me and my husband, but still we are very happy and blissful. And I was thinking from 25 years ago, that person, to today where I am, if I'm still existing and happily existing with no negativity in my heart, I give credit to that sadhu. They're working very hard. Prabhupada worked very hard. All those teachers and gurus in our lives are working very hard. We've received a lot. And it is our responsibility now to take it forward. That's the legacy Maharaj was talking about 2 years ago. And so constantly we have to again reconnect with what was Prabhupada's reason to create what he created. And that's why we are doing this. And I know I'm slightly over time, but also we were doing appreciation, so a few minutes extra I'll take. This is the most moving, every part of the presentation for me was very moving, but every time I hear these three pastimes from Leela Amrita, it just churns the heart in a different way. So in the first pastime, I'm going to invite Nityananda Pran Prabhu to read it. Here is a disciple, she's a female disciple of Prabhupada, and Prabhupada is ready to leave the body. Everybody knows that. I can only imagine, when I tap it, I feel it. I can only imagine how his immediate disciples, and they were all so young. In Prabhupada's absence, and such a big presence. And then they have just themselves, they don't have any senior Vaishnava like Prabhupada to connect to, of course Prabhupada's God brothers were there, but they knew only Prabhupada. He was everything for them. And here is this simple woman, Satyabhama Devi Dasi, who is expressing her heart. There are three devotees expressing, and you can see their mood in those last days of Prabhupada, how they responded to Prabhupada and how Prabhupada was responding to them and the situation. And Satyabhama's expression is very simple from the heart, but it moves Prabhupada, as you will see at the end of what's going to be read, and I'll share at that time. Maybe I'm going ahead of this thing. So, ready?
I'm ready.
Vishakha, ready? Let us start now. Yeah.
Satyabhama's letter. An amazing expression of love. the temple president of Prabhupada's Pennsylvania farm project, Gita Nagari, also came to be with Prabhupada. So, organize this farm project, said Prabhupada. Simple living. Human life is meant for God realization. Try to help them. We are always feeling your presence very strongly, Srila Prabhupada, said Paramananda. Simply by your teachings and instructions. We are always meditating on your instructions. Thank you, said Srila Prabhupada. That is the real presence. Physical presence is not important. Paramananda had brought a letter from his wife, Satyabhama. Tamal Krishna asked if he should read it, and Prabhupada agreed. Tamal Krishna read on. Dear Srila Prabhupada, please accept my most humble obeisances. All glories to your divine grace. This shawl is made of the wool from our own sheep. It is spun and woven here at Gita Nagari. It is the first piece we have made. While I was working on it, I would always think of you. How I was supposedly making you a gift. But actually, you are giving me the gift of engagement in devotional service. Srila Prabhupada, I always pray to Lord Narasimhadeva to protect you and allow you to stay with us to finish your books. But I think today the rain falling from the sky is actually the tears of the demigods crying at the prospect of your departure. I am also crying. Even Krishna cried at the passing of grandfather Bhishma. So I have a right to cry. I cannot be so philosophical to say that you are always present in your books and teachings, though I know these things are true. I will miss you so much, Srila Prabhupada, if you go. I beg that I may always remain your menial servant and devotee. Your humble disciple, Satyabhama Dasi. Thank her, said Srila Prabhupada. And he reached for the shawl, made with our wool. So you'll take rest now, Srila Prabhupada, suggested Tamal Krishna. Said Prabhupada. This can be on the foot. And he gestured that the saffron-colored shawl be put as a blanket on his bed. Tears came from his eyes as he lay back.
Nice, huh? You can only infer. I cannot get into Prabhupada's mind and in heart and think what he was thinking, but I was just thinking, when Prabhupada has tears, it's not those mundane tears. And I was thinking, it said like Maharaj, it's actually Maharaj, these excerpts were actually meditation upon Krishna that Maharaj used to send, It was his way of training his disciples. Every week he would send and he would give us some exercises to do. So it's one of those. I was thinking, Prabhupada must be so happy and so proud that his, infant, toddler disciples, are trying to do something and they're offering that to him. Tears could be that, but also in my heart I was thinking, he must be thinking, because he has expressed in different, in other situations where he was saying that, Krishna made an arrangement for all of you to, be here to manifest, so you can assist me in serving my spiritual master's instruction. So it's that expression of gratitude that these devotees, these disciples of mine helped me realize the instruction that my Guru Maharaj gave. He's a world Acharya, but he's feeling so much gratitude, through that act of offering that shawl to him. Very moving. He created a worldwide movement, but his humility, his gratitude, it's out of this world. So that's our founder Acharya. And those are the gifts he gave, and he too felt that he's so fortunate to be part of that. He always felt that it was manifestation of his Guru Maharaj's mercy. He never took credit for that. So this is the second excerpt.
– Organization and intelligence.
Oh, sorry. In this, you will see a different mood. Giriraj Maharaj, again, same thing, he's in Vrindavan. Satyabhama was more like a gentlewoman who is expressing very simply, I'm going to miss you, Prabhupada. And Giriraj Maharaj always had this mood, Prabhupada could trust him. We read in that book how I can build a temple for you. And Giriraj Maharaj, even, I'm sure, he was going through the same, Prabhupada is going to leave. But he was so alert, that quality of being alert, that you will, as Sri Radhika is reading, you will see that, how can I serve you? Even in that most heart-churning and scary moment, he was still situated in that mood, that alertness and mood of service. Yes, Sri Radhika. You can start again. Organization.
Organization and intelligence.
Who is playing the violin for this? Isn't it Vishaka? It was Vishaka, because she was going to do both the... Yesterday she practiced with Sri Radhika.
Yeah.
Okay, one.
In Vrindavan, Giriraj had seen Prabhupada a number of times, mostly on business. He also regularly took his turn in the kirtan vigils in Prabhupada's room. But one day, wanting to take full advantage of Vrindavan, he went to visit some of the temples. At the end of the day, he took rest for the night on the roof of the Gurukul building. But in the middle of the night, he was awakened by a devotee saying that Prabhupada wanted to see him. He ran down immediately, aware that Prabhupada might pass away at any moment. Anything Prabhupada might say could be his last words. He came into Prabhupada's room, offered obeisances, and got up very close behind the bed. Do you think this movement can go on without me? Prabhupada asked. Giriraj was astounded that Prabhupada had called him in the middle of the night to ask him this. I think, said Giriraj, that as long as we are sincere and go on chanting Hare Krishna and follow the principles, the movement will be successful. Srila Prabhupada was silent. When he spoke, each word seemed to come with great effort. He uttered the word organization. Then he said, organization and intelligence. Is there anything else? Giriraj felt within his heart that he wanted to cry out, Srila Prabhupada, stay with us. But instead, he said, no. All right, Prabhupada said. And Giriraj offered obeisances and left. Outside Prabhupada's room, Giriraj continued to reflect on Prabhupada's words, organization and intelligence. Prabhupada seemed to be demanding much more love and commitment. Not that ISKCON could survive on organization and intelligence alone. Giriraj was thinking that perhaps these might be the last words Prabhupada would ever speak to him.
Seems like Prabhupada was demanding much more love and commitment. It's a nice question to reflect upon. How much can I go deeper in my love for Srila Prabhupada? And what is my commitment? Not to myself and to what Prabhupada has given us. It's a nice thing to contemplate upon. And the last piece, and that would be the just holding.
Cooperate together. The writing of the will would not be done with the attitude that the end had come, but in the spirit of preparing for the worst. It also meant finishing things so they would not have to be done at the last minute. Prabhupada was concerned that his movement continue securely with all ISKCON properties in the possession of his disciples within the institution, and all his instructions made clear for the future. These matters should be dispatched now in a will, and the GBC men should gather in Vrindavan to make these last arrangements and to be with him. Once these things were settled, Prabhupada would be free to continue writing his books with no worries. Tamala Krishna later asked Srila Prabhupada whether his new decisions indicated that he was losing his desire to fight, to live. Srila Prabhupada indirectly admitted it was so. Therefore, he said, I do not wish to leave Vrindavan. If, by Krishna's desire, I survive, then we shall see later on. Otherwise, even though his secretary did not read him letters or bring him news, Prabhupada went on thinking, what about the Radha Damodar temple, he asked. He had been renting his rooms there for years, and the temple proprietors had often challenged his rights. This was just another of his multifarious worries in maintaining his preaching around the world. Prabhupada advised that his disciples always live in the Radha Damodar rooms. That would prevent the landlord from trying to use them for something else. Even while lying quietly, resting, Prabhupada would turn over such problems in his mind. Tamala Krishna wanted to double-check to see that Prabhupada actually wanted all the GBC men from all over the world to come. It would be costly and demanding, so he wanted to be sure that Prabhupada really wanted it. When Srila Prabhupada assured him that he did, Tamala Krishna, who saw his service as responding to whatever Srila Prabhupada desired, also spoke in favor of the idea. Because they love you, said Tamala Krishna, I am sure they will all want to come and be with you. Your love for me, said Srila Prabhupada, will be shown by how much you cooperate to keep this institution together after I am gone.
This is a very interesting interaction between Tamal Krishna Maharaj and Prabhupada. Because Prabhupada knew that if he has to just say it, and Tamal Krishna Maharaj would make sure it will happen. So here is Prabhupada, he's ready to leave this planet, and he's making sure that whatever he has established, it's preserved and saved for future not just generations. And not because it's his hard work. It's his expression of gratitude for Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur and Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur's vision. He sees ISKCON as a gift that they have given him, and that he was chosen to manifest it. He was never the center. So he wants to make sure this belongs to our acharyas, to his spiritual master. So he was making sure that his young disciples get the point, what needs to be done. So on one hand, there was this very sweet, sentimental, affectionate, mood of his disciple. He reciprocated with her. And then he had his two very strong, trustworthy, soldiers in his army. And their mood was, how can we serve you, Prabhupada? And he gave them very clear instruction. So I was just thinking, we are so fortunate. There's so much of opulence in our life. And we end with expressing the gratitude to all those teachers, spiritual masters. We sing these prayers every day in the morning. Sing with your heart and loudly, so all three universes can hear us sing and we get the blessings. And then the finale kirtan would be Dayal Mukunda doing it. So just don't leave after the bhajan, because Dayal Mukunda's kirtan is integrating, use that time by calling out the holy name, by meditating what we were focused on in the past 2 hours. Okay? Ready? Together. Translation read first before every verse, so it helps us focus on, meditate upon the meaning.
The spiritual master is receiving benediction from the ocean of mercy. Just as a cloud pours water on a forest fire to extinguish it, so the spiritual master delivers the materially afflicted world by extinguishing the blazing fire of material existence. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the lotus feet of such a spiritual master, who is an ocean of auspicious qualities. Samsara dava nalalida loka tanaya karunya ghana ghanatva. The spiritual master is always gladdened by the Sankirtan movement Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Because he is relishing the mellows of pure devotion within his mind, sometimes his hair stands on end and he feels quivering in his body, and tears flow from his eyes like waves. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the lotus feet of such a spiritual master.
Mahaprabhu Kirtana Nritya Gita Vaditramadyan Manasorasena Romanchakampa Shrutarangabhadro Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam
is always engaged in the temple worship of Sri Sri Radha and Krishna. He also engages his disciples in such worship. They dress the deities in beautiful clothes and ornaments, clean their temple, and perform other similar worship of the Lord. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the lotus feet of such a spiritual master. Shri Vigrahara Dhana Nityanana Shringaratan Mandira Marjanado The spiritual master is always offering Krishna 4 kinds of delicious food, analyzed as that which is licked, chewed, drunk, and sucked. When the spiritual master sees that the devotees are satisfied by eating Bhagavat Prasad, he is satisfied. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the lotus feet of such a spiritual master.
Chaturdashi Bhagavat Prasada Sadhana Tirthan Hari Bhakta Sangan
spiritual master is always eager to hear and chant about the unlimited conjugal pastimes of Radhika and Madhava and their qualities, names, and forms. The spiritual master aspires to relish these at every moment. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the lotus feet of such a spiritual master.
Shri Radhika Madhavayor Para Madhurya Leela Gunarupana Pratikshana Swadhanalolapasya Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam
The spiritual master is very dear because he is expert in assisting the gopis, who at different times make different tasteful arrangements for the perfection of Radha and Krishna's conjugal loving affairs within the groves of Vrindavan. I offer my most humble obeisances unto the lotus feet of such a spiritual master.
Nikunjayo no Ratikeli Sedhai Yayali Bir Yokte Apekshaniya Dakshat Ativallabhasya Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam
The spiritual master is to be honored as much as the Supreme Lord because he is the most confidential servitor of the Lord. This is acknowledged in all revealed scriptures and followed by all authorities. Therefore, I offer my respectful obeisances unto the lotus feet of such a spiritual master who is a bona fide representative of Sri Hari Krishna.
Sakshatari Tvena Shamasta Shastre Uktastatava Sadi Kintu Prabhoya Priya Eva Tasya Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam
spiritual master, one receives the benediction of Krishna. Without the grace of the spiritual master, one cannot make any advancement. Therefore, I should always remember and praise the spiritual master. At least 3 times a day, I should offer my respectful obeisances unto the lotus feet of my spiritual master.
Yasya prasada bhagavat prasada yasya prasada nagati kutopi. ध्यायन्तु वां तस्य यशस्त्री सन्ध्यां वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणारविन्दम्. वन्दे गुरो श्रीचरणारविन्दम्.
Vande Guru Shri Charanaravinda. Vande Guru Shri Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai. But the session is not done. Mukunda is now going to lead us to absorb all that we heard in the past 2 hours, and we will now we'll connect with the holy name through kirtan. So please don't leave, because lots of emotions are going on, the mind is very active. Now take that message, let it enter through your ears into your heart, and connect just not with the melody but Mukunda's voice, but in that voice, let's connect with his own calling out to the holy name and his own connection with those that have contributed in his own journey, because that's been his meditation, for all of us to have that experience now in this session. Mukunda, you can go as long as you want. Those who want to really be absorbed and be, I will never say stop kirtan, that's me, but I know some people want to self-care too, but go by what prompt you get from the Paramatma, you know.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Everyone, all together, very loudly. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. One more time, very loudly, please. Haribol. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna. Everyone, let's all sing very loudly all together. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, One last time, very loudly from your heart. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Shri Harinam Sankirtan Yagya ki jai, Srila Vaishnav Thakur ki jai, Shri Shri Radha Swam Sundar ki jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Vancha Kripa Sindhu.
Patitanam Bhavanebhyo